Welcome back to Builds Not Projects. In today's video, I'm going to be starting on getting the engine out of this black snowmobile to put in the blue snowmobile. The black one was originally a 700 RMK 97 year, and I'm going to be taking the engine out of this one. It is currently a 650 EFI triple. I did that swap a few years ago and then locked up the engine in it. So I bought the blue 650 EFI triple over here and pulled the engine out of it because it had a fuel pump or an engine computer or something going on with it and it would not run. And I wanted to put the engine in this black sled, so I pulled the engine out of that one, put it back in this one, and then ended up locking up this engine as well later on. So this engine's gonna come out, get torn down, rebuilt, and then I'm gonna put it in the blue 650 EFI sled. And then I'm going to be trying to find an engine to put in this black one. I would like to either go back to a 700 twin or an 800 twin, or maybe a Rotax motor. I'm not really sure yet what I'm gonna do with it. I'm also toying, I've got a 600 XLT with triple pipes and stuff. I could rebuild that motor and maybe do something with it. So I'm kind of trying to figure out what I'm gonna do as far as that goes, but we'll get started tearing this stuff apart and take you guys along for the ride. Alright, so we've got the two crankshafts. The first one that we already had apart is in 3 pieces. The other one we're going to use as a template for the direction that the pins on the bearings have to go. It does have a locked up bearing here. I'm just gonna start pressing everything back together, get all the new bearings and everything on. Hopefully we can get it all lined up well and back together without any issues. Alright, so we've put a couple of these bearings on. What we're doing is we're heating them about 160 to 200 degrees, and then they just drop right on so that we don't have to press anything and tweak anything. So we're just press them on. There's a little spacer, a little shim that goes here. Then we'll put the next one on, heat it, drop it on. We're just going to keep dropping all the bearings on, and then these collars go in between to hold the whole crankshaft together. So we'll keep going back together. Okay, so on these crankshafts, this is the one that I just took out of this engine. This one I had in the other engine that I locked up, and I already had it apart so I could order the bearings that I needed. I'm gonna end up putting back together this crankshaft in the engine that I just took apart, because it already had a new top end put in it. So it had new pistons and rings, and the cylinders were already set up. So instead of, I'm going to save a little bit of money doing it this way, just because that way I don't have to buy new pistons and everything right now. So I'm going to put this engine back together. I've got new gaskets. I'm going to solvent clean all of the parts that I need to, and then scrape all the gaskets, and then I'll go back together. Alright, so I got all of the parts cleaned up. So I just used some solvent in a solvent tank and scrubbed on them. Got them all clean. Got all the gasket surfaces nice and clean. Scraped all the old gaskets off. Clean them all up. So there's the top half of the case. The bottom half of the case is here. Now I've got the crankshaft done. Everything's ready to go back, start going back together. So I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's getting late here. It's about midnight, and I'll get back at it in the morning and get this engine put back together and get it ready to drop back in. Okay, guys, it's the next morning here. I'm gonna get started putting all of these nice, clean, dry engine parts back together, get this engine all put back together. I'm probably going to end up pulling the clutches apart and cleaning them because, as you can tell, this one is quite dirty. Alright, so the bottom end is assembled. I've got the motor mounts on. My oil pump block off is on again. So the whole bottom end's done. Both the end seals are in. I put a little bit of two-stroke oil down into the bearing holes just to make sure that they have good lubrication on the first startup. These are 20 over pistons. I found a box from the guy that I had bought this engine from. In between the ring end, there's that little pin. So I gotta line those up. Both the top and the bottom ring have those pins. So you gotta line those up with the ends of the ring, and then I'm just put that gasket on and then just slide the cylinder down, and then as you put it on you gotta squeeze the rings together. You can do it by hand, they're a pretty low tension ring, so you can just squeeze those together, and then just slide them up in. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I got to pull the seat and everything to get the tank out. It's got water and just a bunch of junk fuel in it. This thing had been sitting around for who knows how long. But so I'm going to pull that tank out and get all the water and everything out of it, get it cleaned out, and then I'll put that back in. And then I'm going to run new fuel line, new filter. I'm going to put the pump out of the other snowmobile into this one. Well, I'm pretty sure gas isn't supposed to be orange. So this gas is really turpentine kind of smelling, has water in it. Water, lots of kind of debris and junk. So I'll get the rest cleaned out of the tank. I'll use some other gas, dump it in, kind of swish it around until it's all coming out clean. I'll keep doing that until it's all clean. So we'll get that all cleaned out, and then we'll be able to start putting stuff back together again. Alright, so after flushing about a gallon through it, this is what I got out of this last quart or so. Looks pretty dang good to me. So alright, so I got the bulkhead all kind of cleaned up quick. I'm gonna throw the other fuel pump in and get the gas tank put back in there, and then get the fuel pump all plumbed in with with the hose that is on the other sled currently, and then I can put the engine in. So let's get going. Okay, so I was gonna put the engine in, but so the fuel pump's mounted down here now. New hoses ran up to here. This will go to the throttle body assembly. These bolts were all loose for the steering linkage, so I tightened all of those up, which definitely tightened up the steering linkage a lot. There's a grease zerk here on the steering column, and then I also greased the grease zerk down on the speedo, where the speedo cable hooks in. So all that stuff is greased and ready to go now too. So I will set the engine in now and start hooking everything back up. Alrighty, so I've got the engine almost completely in there. I need to put the air box in, mount up the computer to the air box, intake air temp sensor, and then I need to do the exhaust in the front, and then add in the coolant pipe that goes across the front there, and then a water pump cover on the other side, and then clutches. But I'm going to sandblast the pipe and the factory can and the Y pipe or header, whatever you want to call it. Sandblast that stuff tomorrow and paint it before I put it on. And then the clutches I am going to rebuild. So I've got multiple sets of clutches. I've got 700 secondary. I've got a 650 secondary as well. Well, two 650 secondaries. I've got these two primaries. I believe one's a 650 primary and the other one's a 700 primary. But they're both got the same size spring in them, and so I'll rebuild the one that looks the best, which I believe, I don't remember which one it was now. One of them looks to be in better shape than the other one. And then I'll solvent out the air box, get it nice and clean, and then that stuff can all go back together. And then we'll be done with the quick little build on this sled. I'll get all that stuff put back together tomorrow night, hopefully, and then after I get off work, and then it should be ready to ride. And by then we should have enough snow. It's been snowing hard the past few days. Should have enough snow by then to give her a test ride in the snow. If not, I'll still give her a test ride, but I just won't be able to ride it as much. So stay tuned for tomorrow.